Welcome to day 2 of your e-learning, March 24th, 2020. This is a continuation of Sacagawea, the biography that we worked on yesterday. Today, your performance task. I will need to be able to summarize the text by using key details to support the important events and parts. Also, I will need to be able to identify the main idea within the text and use key details to support my answer. Remember that the performance task is your final thing that you need to be able to do based on each day that you've worked on prior. Please review your words that you're going to find within your text. They are labeled spelling words, but these are words we need to practice and say and know what they mean. Day 2 essential questions. How can I determine what key details are within the biography? How can I paraphrase key details in notes and in my answers? Remember that paraphrasing means putting in your own words, not copying it directly from the text or any other information that you may have found. Today I would like for you to take 4 minutes and 33 seconds to view a video clip about Lewis and Clark. I want to add a little bit more to your background knowledge. It's about what you already know and what's going to help you with the rest of your lessons. Once the video is completed, I want you to go back and reread pages 588, 603. This time I want you to focus on more specific information. As you're reading this time, I want you to focus on when the core discovery reaches the mountain. Think about their mode of transportation. What type of transportation are they going to need and why? I also want you to think about why is it important to have an interpreter on their trip. Think about Lewis and Clark, thinking about what languages they may speak. But think about who they need to talk to. Why do they need an interpreter or a translator? Also, Sacagawea, is she important on the trip, or is she just an extra person that Charbonneau decided to bring with her? Make sure you think about those key details as you're reading today. Also, I want you to think about Charbonneau himself. What do you think about him so far? What have you learned about him? And then another question I want you to focus on as you're reading. Think about Lewis and Clark and their expedition or their journey that they're on. Think about, is it successful, or do you think it's just more of a waste of time as you're reading? I want you to pay attention to those details as you look through the text today. Also, I want you to think about the captains in this reading to recognize, do they notice Sacagawea? The captains, is in Lewis and Clark. Do they recognize her as someone important in the trip? Why or why not? I want you to look for text evidence as you're looking through today. Once you finish your reading, you do have 6 questions you need to answer. These questions are located on edsby.com for day 2 questions. I need you to answer your questions with complete sentences. Go back in the articles and find details from the text, but paraphrase your details. Do not copy them straight from the text. Put them in your own words. Your day 2 exit ticket is working on sequential order. That means putting events in order as they happen within the text. Why is that important? If events are mixed up, the meaning of the text does not make sense. In a biography, usually the events or the dates are put in order from the longest time ago to the most present time that we have today. Remember that as you're working on sequential order. Events usually happen in order and they build upon each other to make more sense as we continue reading. That's important in any biography that you read, because usually they do start off when they were born and they move throughout their life in important events and add more details as they progress. Today you're going to be reading Cameron the Relay Machine, a very short read that's found on your PowerPoint lesson and also in your work packet. As you continue to work, you need to number the events in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as they happen within the text. Make sure the events are in order and make sure they make sense building upon each other. Once you have finished working on your questions and your exit ticket, please take time to continue going on to myon.com and looking at the texts that have been found and already marked as March 23rd through March 25th. If you finished all of the texts about Sacagawea and the Lewis and Clark expedition, you may search for more to read on your own. Also, remember that I need you to log on to iReady and work on your iReady minutes. Each week we should have a total of 45 minutes of iReady reading, 45 minutes of iReady math. Please do not work 45 minutes straight. Take time to break it up into parts, maybe like 25 and 25 if you would like. It's important to make sure we keep those minutes active during our e-learning week Today is day 2. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me on edsby.com. Also, you may access the text that we're reading of Sacagawea on pages 588 to 603, either on Edsby through the PowerPoint lessons, or you may log on through Clever and access it through the school book. Once you finish with your day 2 lessons, I need you to upload them for me to check your work to make sure that we're on progress and we're staying on task as we continue our e-learning week. If you like, you may download the document, Microsoft document, and you can upload it with your answers typed in, or you may print it out at home and write your answers on the page and then take a photograph of your finished work and upload it through Edsby. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Thank you.